Hello everyone, this is Maths Fundamentals. In this lesson, we are going to focus our attention to another type of geometry, which is earth geometry. We want to see some underlying mathematical principles that are applied in studying the sphere of the earth. So we'll look at some of the principles, getting points on the earth's surface. The second one, we'll calculate distance between points, time calculation, and distance in nautical miles. So you have to know about longitudes and latitudes. So what are longitudes? Longitudes are sometimes called meridians. So these are lines that will cut the earth vertically, and they run from north to south and back to north. Latitudes. They are sometimes called parallels of latitudes. These, they cut the earth horizontally. This means they run from west to east and back to west. All longitudes are great circles. A great circle, it is a line or a circle that will cut the earth's sphere into two equal parts. Longitudes are called great circles because any longitude you can pick, it is going to cut the earth's sphere into two equal parts. This is the opposite when it comes to the latitudes. All the latitudes are called small circles except the equator, which is the only great circle among all the latitudes. What is the starting point when it comes to the latitudes? It is the equator. It is the center of all parallels of latitudes. That is why it is 0 degrees. When it comes to the longitudes, what is the starting point? It is the prime meridian or Greenwich meridian, which is the center of all longitudes. And that is why it is 0 degrees. So, here is an example of a picture of the earth's surface. We have meridians there, and we have some parallels of latitudes. So, let me show you something important here. These lines that cut the sphere horizontally, they are latitudes. And these ones which cut the sphere vertically, they are called longitudes. When you come at the center here, which is 0, when you go horizontally, that is an equator. When you go vertically, that is a Greenwich or prime meridian. So, how do you refer to latitudes with reference to the equator? When you are on the equator, if you move going up this side, the latitudes, they increase in number. This means latitudes increase going to the north or increase going to the south. Therefore, when naming them, we use this direction. The latitude, is it north of the equator or south of the equator? What about longitudes? The longitudes, we come here on the prime meridian. It's either they move going this side, which is west, or this side, which is east. Therefore, when referring to them, we refer to them as, is it west of the prime meridian or east of the prime meridian? So, how do you do that? The first thing you do is you name or plot a point by naming the latitude first and on which direction that latitude is, north of the equator or south of the equator. The second important thing, name the longitude where the point is and the direction of that longitude, west of the prime meridian or east. So, as you can see, here's an example of the point G. This is my prime meridian, and this is the equator. On which latitude is the point G? It is 65 degrees. Is it north or south? It is north is up this side. So it will be 65 degrees north. Hence the name 65 degrees north. That's the latitude. What about the longitude on which point G is? This is the longitude here. It comes down this side. Since this is my reference point now when it comes to a longitude, is the prime meridian, is point G on the east or on the west side? As you can see, it is on the west side of the prime meridian. Therefore, it is 30 degrees west. And the answer is point G is on 65 degrees north, 30 degrees west. And that is how you plot or name the points using coordinates, okay? In the next lesson, we are going to consider on how we can calculate distance between points along the great circles and how to find angle differences in longitudes or in latitudes.